This NBA offseason has been crazy. Recently, we saw a Drew Holiday trade. Over this past week, Dame was traded. We're still waiting on a solution to the James Harden trade situation, not to mention the Boston Celtics also trading for Kristaps Porzingis and just having a reloaded roster going into this upcoming season. So we're going to be simulating the 2023-24 season. I'm going to do a real quick overview of the rosters. You can see them going by on screen. Talk about any notable moves. Of course, you talk about the Heat. They ended up missing out on a lot of major moves and didn't add a star like they were rumored to over the offseason. The Lakers brought back a lot of their guys and are viewed as championship contenders in the Western Conference. The Mavs didn't get the proper help for Luka and Kyrie. The Denver Nuggets are looking to run it back and win an NBA championship. They did lose Bruce Brown though, but overall their roster looks pretty similar. The Spurs added Wemby with the number 1 pick in the draft lottery. Phoenix added Bradley Beal and also traded away DeAndre Ayton to go get Yusuf Nurkic. The Thunder are viewed as an up-and-coming young team. The Timberwolves, we're looking at the big Ant-Man jump this year. I expect big things from him. The Blazers, of course, very active, traded away Dame. The Warriors traded for Chris Paul, and the Wizards traded for Jordan Poole. So there's a quick recap. Let's get straight to the end of the season. Nikola Jokic is named MVP, adds the third one onto the mantle. Scoot Rookie of the Year, I could see that happening in real life. B-Ball Paul, 6th Man of the Year, he got traded to SAC and won that. Also won Most Improved. Nick Claxton was DPOY. Ja Morant, Clutch Player of the Year, as Taylor Jenkins wins Coach of the Year. The Grizzlies went 53-29. This is what the All-NBA first team is looking like. There's a second team. You see Alperen Sengun on the second team. Did not expect that at all. Steph Curry was on third team, but Sengun was on the second team. Also Luka on the all-defensive team. 2K, yeah, that's a reach, man. Let's go ahead and check out the player stats, though. Who was leading the league in scoring? Who was grabbing lots of rebounds? All that type of stuff. Ja Morant led the league in scoring. Damian Lillard was second. He was getting a ton of buckets in Portland. And they also had Giannis, the Bucks did, in the top 10 of scoring. Nikola Jokic, he was up there in the top 10 of scoring. He's also up there at number 1 for rebounds. Trae Young led the league in assists. Jokic was second. So really what we're learning from these stats is Jokic is ridiculous. Jimmy Butler led the league in steals. You also had Triple J leading the league in blocks. Anthony Davis averaged over 2 a game for the Lakers. Field goal percentage was Zion, not too surprising. Devin Booker led the league in 3-point percentage, which is kind of crazy considering how many he shoots. Taking a look at the standings, the Philadelphia 76ers were number 1 in the East, so I guess in this 2K universe, Harden worked things out with Daryl Morey. The Knicks are second. I don't really understand that. Bucks come in at 3. I could definitely see them being a top team in the East this year with Giannis and Dame. The Cavs are 4th. Celtics come in at 5th. Their starting 5 is great, but their depth is kind of cooked. We'll see if they make any moves to improve that. The Miami Heat miss out on superstars and end up 6th in the Eastern Conference. At 7th, we got the Indiana Pacers taking a little bit of a leap after adding Bruce Brown and Obi Toppin over the offseason. The Hawks, yeah, they're kind of that consistently mid team in real life. Magic make the play-in tournament. Could see them making a jump this year. Hornets come in at 10th. Then you had the Raptors, Bulls, Nets, Wizards, and Pistons all missing out on the NBA playoffs. I could see these teams missing out on the playoffs in real life. In the Western Conference, you got the Memphis Grizzlies coming in at the number 1 spot. Ja Morant leading the way. Warriors come in at 2. They work things out with Steph Curry and Chris Paul. They figure out how that duo can compatibly play. You've got the Thunder coming in at 3rd. The defending champ Nuggets at 4th. The T-Wolves at 5th. I'm sure Ant-Man was going crazy. Lakers come in at 6th. Phoenix is 7th. The Clippers are 8th. Sacramento is 9th after a big year last year. The Blazers make the play-in tournament. I mean, they've got some hoopers on their team, man. Some decent depth. They picked up Rob Will and Malcolm Brogdon. Team looks kind of all right. Maybe they could make some noise in real life. Mavs missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Utah misses out. Not a big surprise there. Pelicans missed the playoffs, which is kind of surprising considering injuries are off. Like Zion was able to play, and the Rockets and Spurs don't make it, which isn't too surprising there. Now we can go ahead and get into these NBA playoffs. In round number 1, we'll see if we get any game 7s, but I'm going to go pretty quickly through this first round. We do have a game 7 between OKC and the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the first one we're going to be checking out. LeBron James trying to get a championship in year 21, and the Young Thunder trying to take down a solid Lakers team. Let's see how this one goes. It's ultimately going to be the youth of the Oklahoma City Thunder that wins out here. SGA almost 30 points. Nobody else really played too crazy for OKC, but it was an underwhelming game for the Lakers. LeBron took 9 shots in an elimination game. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We've got the Warriors and Phoenix taking on one another in a game 7. Kevin Durant versus Steph Curry. Winner go home here, and it's going to be Steph taking down KD, winning by almost 30 points. Only a 21-point outing for Curry, but yeah, KD had 14 points, and the Phoenix Suns really struggled. All right, now our round 2 matchups are set. We've got OKC versus Golden State. Memphis taking on the defending champion Nuggets, but the Grizzlies, they made noise in the regular season. They were the number 1 seed. Celtics trying to win a chip after big trades this offseason, but they got to go through the number 1 seeded Sixers. And the Pacers surprisingly make it to the second round, where they'll be taking on the Miami Heat. All right, now that we've got all the matchups set, let's see if we get any game 7s. It looks like a lot of these series are going to get done quickly in gentlemen's sweeps, but the Sixers, after being down 3-1, force a game 7 against Boston and come back to win it in game 7. What a huge game for Philadelphia, able to overcome a really stacked Boston Celtics roster. 31 points for Derek White in the elimination game, but it wasn't enough. James Harden and Joel Embiid get the dub to advance to the conference finals against the Miami Heat. We've also got OKC and Denver. Can the Young Thunder take down the defending champs, or will we get the battle of the bigs in the finals, Embiid versus Jokic? It looks like the Nuggets might get this one over with and beat OKC. As for the Sixers, they're going to take the pivotal game 5, take a 3-2 lead, and they are 1 game away from the NBA Finals, so we could really get this Jokic versus Embiid matchup, which would be pretty fun. I don't really expect the Sixers to make the finals in real life, but you know what? It's 2K, so you know how it goes. But the Nuggets go ahead and make the finals. The Sixers are going to be going to a game 7 against Miami. And in this game 7, it's going to be Philadelphia, so we do get the Embiid versus Jokic finals. Harden wins conference MVP for the Sixers, but Jokic, he was putting up video game numbers in the video game, and he went ahead and led his Nuggets to the finals, winning conference MVP. Our matchup is set here. Pretty excited for this one. We're going to simcast every single game just in case we get any close ones. In game number 1, it's going to be Philadelphia. A dominant effort. They won by almost 40 points in this one. And Jokic, he had 43, but it wasn't enough. In game number 2, it's more Philadelphia. They win by 34 points. Harden and Embiid were clicking on all cylinders. Tyrese Maxey was hooping, and Jokic is trying, but his teammates aren't helping enough. But in game number 3, that's going to change. They couldn't afford to go down 3-0, and Jokic knew it. He was hooping in this game, putting up video game numbers, man. And MPJ, he was not swinging the rock. He was just getting buckets, and it led to a win for the Denver Nuggets. In game number 4, it's going to be more Denver, and all of a sudden the series is tied. MPJ, another big game, and Jokic hasn't had a bad game yet, as Denver is going to make this one interesting, heading into a pivotal game 5 here. Nuggets could take momentum, but Philadelphia isn't going to allow that to happen. James Harden, 44 points. Joel at 26. Harden's having a big playoff run for Philadelphia. Jokic, 40, 15, and 12. He has yet to have a bad game in this series. And in game number 6, we've got a close one. The Sixers have a chance to end it here. Down by 6, a little over a minute to go. Harden just going to bully Jamal Murray to get a bucket in the paint. And now the Sixers are within 4. This is very much a game, especially if the Sixers can get a stop here. Jokic on the roll. Murray lobs it. Jokic was not expecting that. I've not seen Jokic catch a lob in a while. Man, Jokic, he just does his little layups and stuff. But anyway, the Nuggets get the steal. Jamal Murray swings it to MPJ. MPJ has the ball. Down to Jokic, who's wide open. You got to guard Nikola Jokic. He's a 3-time MVP in this sim. He just took home another one. So So how are you going to leave him wide open? James Harden has the ball. His Sixers backs against the wall, down by 6 points here. And Harden's working on Jamal Murray. He's going to swing the ball to Tobias Harris. Tobias, I don't know why he has the ball. Swing the rock. He gives it to Joel, who's wide open, and Joel gets a bucket. Sixers are within 4. Still looking for a stop here, but it looks like they're going to have to foul the Denver Nuggets. Not an ideal situation, but we'll see if they can hit a 3 or something and make it interesting. Jamal Murray's going to knock down both free throws. Sixers call timeout. They're going to draw up a play. We'll see if it leads to a 3-pointer here, because that's what they really need in this situation. James Harden out to PJ Tucker. PJ, oh my goodness, PJ Tucker going to knock one in. Of course, PJ Tucker going to hit a 3. And now the Philadelphia 76ers have a chance. KCP's going to knock down a couple at the line. Time is ticking, and the Sixers have no timeouts. If they hit a 3 here, there might be a small chance. They're going to go back to PJ Tucker, but this time it's not going to go. And the Sixers are going to a game 7 here. Denver stays alive, and Jokic he can't have a bad game. Embiid had a good game to his credit, but Harden kind of struggled. So the Sixers caught the L, and we're headed to a winner-go-home situation here in game 7. And in this game 7, the Nuggets find themselves in a tough spot. They've got to get buckets quick if they want to somehow come back in this one. Jamal Murray down to Nikola Jokic, back out to Murray. Murray's going to hit the 3. Okay, they're within 6 points here. Things just got interesting. A little over a minute 30 to go. Philadelphia has the ball, but this is still a game. Joel Embiid's bringing it up, defended by Nikola Jokic. Embiid's just going to pop it and hit it right in Jokic's face. And now the Nuggets still down by 7 points. They need a bucket, or that's 8, man. L math, Danny. Come on, lock in. Jamal Murray has it, defended by James Harden. Harden locking down on defense. Murray to Jokic, and Jokic smokes the layup. Oh, man, it's not looking good for Denver. Sixers might have control of this one, especially if they get a bucket here. One more stop. Yeah, this one's probably wraps. DeAnthony Melton working on Jokic. Yeah, that's not going to work, man. Jokic gets the rebound. Jokic pushing in transition. Season dwindling away here for Denver. Ball's going to go to Jamal Murray. Murray over to Gordon. Gordon over to an open Christian Brown, and he misses it. Yeah, man, this one is wraps. The Philadelphia 76ers, according to 2K, are going to be your 2024 NBA champions. You see that bald dude with the Celtics jersey on in the back, bro? What is going on? But the Sixers are going to win the NBA championship. Jokic had a crazy series, but ultimately, in the battle of the bigs, Joel Embiid comes out on top. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.